In today's session, we will discuss about different cloud-based platforms for online evaluation and assessment during this session, whether we are delivering a session in online mode or in offline mode. Evaluation, assessment, feedback, brainstorming, these are very key segment closely associated with digital pedagogy and e-learning platform, e-learning segment. When we discuss about e-learning tools or learning management systems, in almost every platforms we need evaluation and assessment tools so that during a particular real-time session we will be able to communicate with our students, we can get their reviews, or if we are discussing about a particular problem, about a specific concept, then uh, how to ask some particular questions related to that topic. Okay, whether we are working on some quiz panel or feedback or reviews. So, in multiple ways, we will be able to communicate with our students. In this session, we will cover different online evaluation and assessment tools in two different segments. In first segment, we will cover those tools which we can use for collaborative learning, for online quiz, feedback, and real-time communication. How to give a particular query, how to ask different types of questions, and by which way we can get their reviews without asking anybody's details. Okay, whether our feedback or questions are to be asked in anonymous mode or with details. Okay, in first segment we will cover those tools for real-time communication, real-time quizzes, dynamic feedback, online polling, audience polling, and in next segment of this session we will cover different tools which are related to generating question banks, how to create different types of question papers, because these are also important part of digital pedagogy and e-learning. Okay, not only e-learning, whether we are working in offline mode or in online mode, we have to work with different types of question banks, different types of question papers. So how to use artificial intelligence based tools to create different types of questions. So we will try to cover multiple platforms, as many which are possible during a particular limited session. Okay, so you might have seen that for online teaching and learning nowadays, thousands of toolkits available in every organization, whether it is a school or um, classical degree college or higher educational institute. All of the organizations are using some web-based ERP. Somewhere Moodle might be using in some particular platform, some particular locations, you might be using your own LMS product. But in a particular session, if we want to communicate with our participants in quicker way, for example, in this particular session, I want to communicate with all participants. And obviously, in that case, we can't use any learning management system, any full-fledged e-learning suite, because if I want to communicate with all participants in this session and I ask you to register somewhere or to join a particular class with this particular code or sign up a particular form, it will take some time. So rather than taking these LMS products, Moodle, Camilo, A-Tutor, which are full-fledged LMS suite or e-learning suite, we can use very easy to use and quicker to deploy online evaluation and assessment tools in anonymous mode or with participants' details. If I want to communicate, if I want to get your reviews about some particular topic, if I want to take your feedback about some specific paradigm, in that case, rather than asking you to sign up anywhere, rather than asking you to fill a particular form, and after that you will be logging in, it will be time consuming. So rather than that, we can use some cloud based tools which are very easy to deploy, and in very quicker way we will be able to communicate. Okay, so you can see that some tools I have mentioned in this presentation, in these slides. Few of these tools I will cover, because nowadays hundreds of toolkits available, and out of these few tools I will cover just for demonstration, and at end of this session I will share this presentation to all of you so that you will be able to follow it. Okay. So, for example, for real-time polling, for dynamic data collection, if in a particular session we want to go for brainstorming, then we can use Answer Garden, back channel chat. If we want to use Twitter X like assessment. Okay. So one by one, we will see demonstration how to use these tools. Okay, and other tools you can explore depending upon your use case. So if we want to communicate with our participants, if we want to ask opinion about some particular question about some particular paradigm, then we can use ChatG, Koggle, Kahoot. So many applications are available on cyberspace. One by one we will see how to use these services. Okay, and now onwards this session will be in live demonstration mode. Answergarden.ch, minimal tool for maximum feedback. So as just now we have discussed that in a particular online class or offline session, if we want to communicate with our participants quickly without asking anybody to join a specific course, without taking your credentials, without sending any OTP, very quickly we want to communicate. There are certain cloud-based applications, and Answer Garden is one of that. In anonymous mode, if we want to take feedback or if we want to go for brainstorming, we can use this tool. Completely cloud-based. No need to download anything, no need to install anything. Simply for your classroom activities, so you can see classroom activities, for conferences, corporate audiences, creative teams, online crowds, mind mapping, and more. Real time audience participation, real time brainstorming, and classroom feedback. We can use it. Now we will see by which way we will be able to get its reply, different responses. Whatever responses we will receive using this particular tool, it will be in form of word cloud. For example, one question I am asking in this particular tool, and whatever response will be given from your end. So more number of responses in favor of a specific keyword, that will be in larger font. Okay, for example, I am asking about your area of specialization or your area of teaching. Okay, so large, that particular response will be visible in larger font, that is associated with more participants. So we will see its demonstration. So you can see at top right, this link is given, create an answer garden, this one. Simply I will click here, and you can see that I am not logging in anywhere, we are not creating any account. Enter your topic, on which topic we want to discuss, on which particular paradigm, on which specific title we want to discuss. Okay, which question we want to ask. If we are discussing about a technical question, then we can put it. For example, we are explaining a concept to our students, and during session we want to ask some questions, we can use it very quickly. Okay, but in this session, if I want to communicate with all of you, so I will ask very classical question, your profile based question. Okay, your area of teaching. Okay, for example, what about your area of teaching? In which mode I want to ask this question? So you can see brainstorming mode, classroom mode, or locked or moderator. Okay. In brainstorming mode, you can enter multiple responses corresponding to single question. Okay. For example, we are discussing about some particular problem. So obviously, one participant can give multiple solutions corresponding to one problem. So in that case, we can put in brainstorming mode. If we need one-to-one reply, one-to-one response, okay, one question is given and corresponding to that question, there should be one response only. In that case, we will go for classroom mode activity. But here I'm giving this question your area of teaching, so you can add multiple subjects, okay, because it is only for demonstration, brainstorming, okay. Answer length. What about answer length? 20 characters or 40 characters? So obviously, if we are communicating with our participants in quicker way, so rather than writing long stories, long paragraphs, obviously we need responses in concise format. Okay, so 40 characters are sufficient. If we want to secure this quiz, this particular quiz panel or brainstorming panel, we can give some password. Okay. After giving this password, this quiz will not be editable. If we think that our audience is quite mature, our participants are quite responsible, in that case, we can leave it as it is. But in case of student teacher activities, we can give some password so that this question or details cannot be modified. What about spam filtering, on or off? When we work with brainstorming mode or open-ended answers, sometimes we can get casual or offensive responses. To avoid those casual or offensive responses, we can enable spam filtering. If our question is not of that particular format in which offensive responses will be there, in that case we can leave it as it is. Okay, spam filtering off. But if we are discussing about some problem and there may be some casual replies, then we can on it so that any abnormal response, any informal response will be pushed back. Case, uppercase, lowercase, no change. In which case we want to get reply? For example, you are writing your subject, you're specifying your area of teaching, electronics and communication engineering. So whatever response you are giving, for example, you are writing in small cases chemical engineering, but in my panel, in dashboard, it will be visible in uppercase. So all responses will be converted in uppercase or lowercase. So we can enable so that there will be consistency of reply, there will be integrity, okay, uniformity of reply, because some people will reply in uppercase, some in sentence case, some in title case. So whatever responses you will give, it will be visible in uppercase, okay, in this particular scenario. Local discoverability, add local discoverability. For how much time, for how much time span we want to enable it? For 1 hour, okay, 1 day, 1 week. So this particular quiz I am opening for 1 hour, and this is the question, your area of teaching, and in brainstorming mode, multiple responses you will be able to submit, and we will see its demo, by which way we will be able to get your responses. Create, simply click on create. Now you can see that this quiz is created, and I want to communicate with all participants in this course without taking your details. Okay, just to be aware about your area of teaching, your area of specialization. Now, as this particular session is in ICT based, in ICT mode, okay, online mode, obviously in online mode we are having one chat window. Okay, whether we are using Zoom or WebEx or Google Meet, we are having chat window. So this question, this particular URL I will copy and paste in chat window. Okay, response URL. So one link I have given in chat window, click on this link and you can submit your responses. Now because we are in online mode, and whosoever are having access to that particular chat window, they will be able to give reply. But what about remote centers? In case of remote centers, there is single led, there is single screen, and so many participants are sharing, they are viewing that particular screen. In that case, you can see QR code here. QR code is given. Now for remote centers, if I want to enable this quiz, QR, you can see, tap for QR code. Now both options are available with you. If you are having access to chat window, you can click on the link given in chat window, chat block, and submit your response. If you are participant via remote center, obviously you will be having access to single screen. So from your mobile phone you can scan this QR code, and as soon as you will scan this QR code, you will be able to redirect to this quiz. So you can see that for both ways it is very easy to use, whether you are delivering a session in online mode or in offline mode. For example, you are delivering a session in uh, offline mode, in conference hall, in seminar hall. So in any face to face mode, obviously we are not having any chat window. But nowadays everybody is having mobile phone, and in every mobile phone, whether you are using iPhone or Android, we have QR code scanners. So we can ask our participants in offline mode to open their smartphones, and they can scan this quiz, they can scan this QR code, so that they will be able to submit their response. So you can scan and you can submit your response. Now I will see how many responses we have received. Refresh at bottom right, you can see on click of refresh. So some responses we are getting here. One is machine learning. Okay, so one response we have received so far, machine learning. So other participants can also reply. Okay, simply click on the link given in chat window. If you are not having access to chat window, then from your mobile phone web browser you can scan this QR code. In every web browser there is option to scan QR code. As soon as you will scan it, you will be redirected to this quiz, and you will be able to submit your response. Okay, now on click of refresh, you can see electrical engineering one, and you can see that both responses are in uppercase. Okay, so in this way, so very easy to use. So one link I have given in chat window, simply click on that link and submit your response. Now after getting this, if I want to share it to social media, to social, and you can see that multiple other media platforms, so Facebook, Twitter, stumble upon. Okay, blogging platforms, different blogging platforms are also associated. You can see WordPress. After getting responses, so you can see theory of machines, machine design. Okay, so this topic is related to mechanical, one electrical, one machine learning from ITCSC. Okay, mathematics. So on click of refresh, I will be able to see how many responses we are getting, we have received so far. And you can, so now mechanical engineering in larger font, because on mouse over you can see two participants are responding with this particular reply. Okay, so one mathematics, one machine learning. So you can see that how much it is easy for me to communicate with you to get your data. Okay, now if I want to export all of these responses, so you can see on click of export, I want to export these responses to CSV format. After getting responses, I want to take it in Excel sheet format. Simply click and I can see that this particular data is available with me. Mechanical engineering 2, machine learning 1, electrical 1, and machine design, theory of machines, this one. Show QR code. Okay, share, if we want to share, if we want to embed it in a website, in web-based application, we can do it. Okay, if we want to change its local discoverability, so in anonymous mode, if we want to work with feedback, so on mouse over you can see two participants, machine design, two mechanical engineering, one mathematics, one electrical, one machine learning. Okay, so if I want to change its local discoverability, we can modify to 1 hour 1 day. Okay, so this one, or if we want to make it hidden, so simply we can click on hidden and it will not be visible. Okay, expand, on click of expand it will be in full screen mode. Okay, expand, export, share. So in different ways we will be able to communicate with our participants. Okay, QR, local discoverability, moderator mode, or some other service. So you can explore this tool, very easy to use platform, answergarden.ch. Multiple tools I have mentioned in this presentation, and screenshot of each and every tool I have mentioned, I have given, so that you will be able to use it. Now we will see another platform for real-time evaluation and assessment, online evaluation, assessment, brainstorming, that is poll everywhere, live polling, surveys, questions and answers, word cloud, and no need to link your credit card, completely free. So you can sign up with your Google account. Okay, and it is backed with multiple corporate giants and fully secured. Many times, this particular topic is discussed that uh, whatever data we are uploading on such platforms, whatever questions we are uploading or quiz we are uploading, whether these are secured or not. So you can see that it is PCI DSS compliant. Whatever tools are PCI DSS compliant, they are fully secured. It means that they can't broadcast your data. They can't save their data, save your data in their own servers. It will be on cloud only, and it will not be distributable. Okay, so you can use this tool. After logging in to poll everywhere, we want to use its different services. So first of all, we will see what we can do or which features are available with this platform. First of all, different desktop apps. If I want to link it with PowerPoint, Google Slides, Microsoft Team, WebEx, Zoom. So whatever video conferencing or presentation software you are using, within that it can be linked. Desktop apps are available. If you want to link, if you want to associate it with mobile phones, okay, mobile phone apps available, iOS, Android, and Windows. Okay, its mobile phone apps are also available, that is completely free. Okay, or desktop apps, and different types of services can be linked, can be managed using this cloud-based tool. No need to download any service, no need to install any particular platform. So different activities are available. You can see activity, which activity we want to perform, multiple choice questions, word cloud, clickable image, surveys, open-ended questions, donut chart, ranking-based questions, audience polling. You might have seen in many shows, reality shows, many times there are some audience poll. So same type of audience polling we want to integrate. Emotion scale, Okay, so all of these activities can be performed dynamically without taking anybody's credentials. In both ways, if we want to take responses in anonymous mode or with profile mode means your username, your name will be visible. If we want to make it anonymous, we can enable anonymous mode feedback. In that case, your details, your credentials will not be visible. So few activities in this tool we will see by which way we can integrate. So you can see multiple choice, word cloud. So very first question, emotion scale. Okay, just for demonstration, emotion scale. Any question can be put. Okay, so for example, one question I am specifying here. It is just for demonstration. It is not to take your actual emotions. It is not to capture your actual response. Okay, it is only for demonstration. Okay, so you can click I will enable that option, using which you will be able to click on all icons. Okay, otherwise when we ask for emotion scale or your perspective, your perception, then single response should be there. But in this session, just for demonstration, you can click on multiple. Okay, so one question I'm specifying here, and I request all participants to respond. Okay, so I will share its link along with the QR code.
Hello.
Yes, yes, please.
Sir, we can ask either a very general question to students like, how are you feeling today?
Yes,
Or
no, no,
what do you
any
feel
question,
about it?
any
Or,
question you can ask. So I'm giving you demonstration of that. Okay.
hmm,
For example, I want to ask from participants, because all of you are very learned
hmm,
academicians. I want to ask
yes.
one question. Okay, effectiveness of teaching,
Hmm.
learning, or simply teaching in regional languages in science, engineering, and technology streams. You might have seen in national education policy,
Hmm.
this thing is adopted that somebody can do MBBS in Hindi medium. You might have seen in many universities it is adopted,
Yes,
BTech
yes.
in Hindi medium or BTech
Hmm.
CSC in
Yes,
Marathi medium.
Hindi plus the vernacular,
Yes.
we can
So
say.
I want to ask your reviews. I want to ask your emotions about that. What you feel about it, whether it is
Hmm.
effective or not. Okay. So I will. So this one is your query, and this is QR
And
code.
the participants will poll like this from
Yes.
this.
So
Okay,
copy
sir.
response link.
Okay.
I'm giving link in chat window. So simply submit your response. Okay. So you will be able to respond multiple times. So as many times I'm enabling this option as many times, so that uh, participants will be able to respond without any worry. Okay, because many times participants are reluctant in giving the responses. Okay, so simply click on this link given in chat window, or you can scan this QR code, and then you will be redirected to this quiz. Simply sign in with your Google account. It will ask you to sign in. Okay, everyone, no restrictions. And so you can see that screen name, by which way you will be identified, whether screen name or completely anonymous. If I think that participants are reluctant, participants will not reply freely, then I will click on completely anonymous. Otherwise it will be with screen name. Response settings, timer. If I want to put a timer, so you can see in presentation mode it is in full screen mode. Okay, now it is in full screen mode. Now you can see that how much it is professional, rather than asking anybody to raise hands, then we are counting their hands. Okay, it is completely online, and in real time we will be able to get their responses, and in very professional way. Okay, so uh, as far as remote centers are concerned, you are in front of one screen, so you can simply scan this QR code, and you can submit your responses. Okay, so just for demonstration, you can click on all, just to fill this graph, just to fill this panel, you can click on all icons, you can click on all faces. Okay, okay, it is only for demonstration, it is only for live demonstration, not to take your actual emotions. Okay, so any question you can ask, whether it is emotion scale or something else. Now after taking responses, if I want to see response history, you can see at bottom right, response history, this one. If I want to see which participants responded, okay, simply I will click on this response history, and now you can see that some response, some names, at which particular date and time, at which specific timestamp you have responded. If we think that participants will not reply freely, participants may feel reluctant, okay, in that case we can put it in anonymous mode. Okay, you can see in anonymous mode. Now in anonymous mode, your names will not be visible. You can see that there is no name, there is no screen name, only output, only your response value or response click is given. Okay, so you can see that if I want to put a timer, you might have seen that in many reality shows timers can be associated, for that this particular quiz is open for 20 seconds, this quiz is open for 30 seconds. Okay, but in this particular case most of the responses are in uh, this particular negative point. Okay, and after taking this particular response, we want to see, you can see that 16 responses. Okay, send a copy. If you want to send this copy, if to somebody, if you want to some particular official, we can send, we can put mail id. Okay, or we can log it, delete. So simply I'm deleting, okay, because it was only for demonstration, not to forward anywhere. Now one more activity we will see from this quiz, from this particular panel, and after that we will move to some other platforms. Open-ended questions, leaderboard, upvote, brainstorming. Okay, so survey, if you want to go for survey, your area of teaching and research. So just for demonstration I'm giving this one. For example, you are from engineering and technology, some participants maybe from sciences, pure and applied sciences, some participants maybe from commerce and management. Okay, and some participants may be here related to medical and health sciences and others. Okay, for all others we are giving other option, others. If I want to put some icon, so you can see that I can attach some image on mouse over, upload image. Okay, or as it is, create. Now now another question, very simple question, profile based question I have asked to get your responses. Okay, so copy response link, so same type of link I'm sharing in chat window, simply submit your response and you will be able to submit, you will be able to send your reply. Okay, responses per person, how many responses per person, so multiple responses I am giving. And in presentation mode, you can see that as soon as you will submit your response, it will be reflected here. Okay, if you are, so you can see activate, and your responses will be visible here. So one link I have shared in chat window. If you want, if you want to scan this QR code, you can go for that. Okay, so this QR code is also given. If you are in front of a single screen, then you can use this. So one survey completed, so we can see how many participants are doing it right now. Okay, zero surveys underway, it means how many participants are attempting, are trying to attempt it currently. So anonymous participation, on or off, restriction of participations, allow changing answers, whether responses can be modified or not, in this way. Okay, so one link I have given in chat window, simply click on that link and you can submit your responses. And once these responses are received, these are captured by this cloud based platform. After that, we can create it a slideshow, we can download it in form of presentations, in form of a particular video. Okay, so you can see 3 surveys completed and 2 underway. Okay, and up to now 100% engineering and technology. Okay, and after getting your responses, what we want to do, download screenshots, download slides. So you can see all options are available here. Download screenshots, download slides, create report, send copy, or delete. Okay, so you can work on multiple activities, any number of activities, using this cloud based tool for real time brainstorming, real time ideas, ranking, or whatever it is. Okay, so you can explore this tool. Now another platform that we are covering here for real time brainstorming and communication, that is Tricider. Easy to use and no limit on number of participants. For crowdsourcing, we can use for dynamic data collection, social voting. For example, you are doing research, okay, in primary data collection, we have to collect data from multiple participants, from multiple respondents. So for that purpose, we can use it. We want to ask some question from a large audience, and that large audience may be on social platform, Facebook, Twitter, X, or Instagram. We can share this particular link, and very quickly we will be able to get their responses. Or what we can do, if we are communicating with our students in online mode, and in that particular session we want to get their responses, we want to get their answers corresponding to specific problem. Okay, or we want to go for idea collection or voting, we can go for it. So one question I will put here, and I request all participants to participate in this particular communication, so that you will have a look and feel of such platforms. Okay, you can use it for your data collection, you can use it for your research based data analytics, or brainstorming, crowdsourcing, or idea collection. Okay, so one question I am specifying here, whether e-voting by web app or mobile apps effective or not in Indian parliamentary elections. You might have seen that in upcoming in current proposal of government of India, this is under consideration. First of all, I'm explaining this question. Okay, first of all, we should be clear about the question. Government of India is considering about e-voting. So nowadays, what is going on? For example, there are state assembly election or central parliamentary elections. We have to go. We have to visit polling booth with our voter ID card or Aadhaar card. But Currently, this is under consideration that in upcoming time, voters will be able to submit their vote via mobile app or web app. Okay, while sitting at home, no need to visit any polling booth. So simply open app of government, whatever it will be available at that time, and you can click on ABCD or whatever it is. Okay, rather than voting machine, that voting app will be available. So e-voting, it may be possible in upcoming time in India. So whether it is possible or not, okay, or whether it is effective or not, go. Okay, so one quiz we are creating, and along with each and every idea, we can give our response. We can associate some response. So this question I am posting here. This question I am posting on this particular panel. Okay, so this one. So this link I have given in chat window. Okay, simply click on this link and submit your response. If I want to submit, if I want to broadcast it on LinkedIn, Facebook, we can do it. Okay, from where I want to collect this data. Okay, share and invite. For how many days it will be visible? 14 days. Now, for example, I'm giving my idea. Okay, so add idea. Challenges related to hacking. Okay, and misuse. Your name, GK. Okay, so I'm skipping this sign in. So it is available. So you can upvote or downvote. Okay, you can upvote or downvote in this way. So simply click on this link and submit your response. What about your opinion? Okay, so multiple questions can be created, multiple quizzes can be created. Okay, add argument. For example, somebody want to give argument that lack of cyber security professionals and downvote. So this one, another idea. Okay, negative. Network traffic and congestion issues in this way. So currently I am replying and I am cross replying with this particular part. So you can also submit your response. Okay, so what about your idea? What do you think about it? So this one, okay, add argument plus. So we can add our own argument, we can add our own perspective about it. Okay, positive initiative. Okay, or good initiative, but need of cyber experts. Okay, currently law enforcement agencies in India or cyber security agencies in India, there there is lacking of cyber security experts. Okay, we are not have, you might have seen that even though we are having Paytm, we are having online payment system UPI, still the issues related to hacking, issues related to frauds, these are not detected. Okay, yes, proving identity can be issue, this one, yes, it's true. Okay, so I'm upvoting this particular, that proving identity can be an issue. If in one family there are 5 to 6 members, it may be possible that only one member will give vote on behalf of all other family members, specifically in case of senior citizens. Okay, so you can see that. Is this visible to all of you, all participants? And are you getting what we are discussing with these? Kindly confirm in chat window. Is this clear to all of you? So you can see that how much it is easy, and subscribe to updates. If you want to change its deadline, if you want to change its timeline, for how much time it will be visible, so we can change. So currently by default it is in 14 days, but we can modify it. More options. So you can see for visitors settings, fine tune. If we want to change its design, so what we want to add, by which way we want to customize, participants can add new ideas on. Obviously, if we are working on brainstorming, then definitely we need participants responses. Okay, new ideas and new and better ideas emerge on top. Yes, definitely. Okay, only 100 characters. For in how many characters we want to integrate it. So participants can vote, upvote or downvote, spam protection, hide share buttons, so protection with password, design. So you can see that which are the comments. So some responses we have received, not reliable, and second response is lack of transparency. Okay, so you can see that no, not suitable. One response we have received just now, not suitable, good idea, proving identity challenges related to hacking and misuse. Okay, and two comments we have received, not reliable. Okay, lack of transparency. So by this way, so you can see that we are communicating about some particular issue, we are communicating about some particular problem without knowing anybody's details. Okay, in anonymous mode we are communicating, we are discussing in same way. For example, we are discussing about some teaching learning activity, some curriculum part. Okay, this is a social topic, it is a topic related to e-governance. If we are discussing with our students related to their teaching learning activity, for example, we are proposing some new subject, we are proposing new elective, new optional subject. So in this way we can communicate with our students, or with our team members, or with our board members. What about their upvoting, what about their downvoting, why upvoting, why downvoting, pros and cons, and everything will be on a professional platform. Okay, rather than arguments, verbal arguments, we can go for such type of platform in which every argument will give us a new idea. With every positive or negative argument, positive or negative aspect, we have some justification. Okay, so you can see this one, and you can explore any number of ideas, any number of participants, any number of questions can be attached. Now another platform we will cover. So lots of toolkits available. Very quickly I am shifting from one tool to another so that we will be able to explore more. So I'm closing Tricider and opening another toolkit, that is mentimeter.com. Very powerful platform for real-time brainstorming, real-time data collection, dynamic data collection, primary data collection. If you are doing research, you might have seen many times we work on Likert data scale, we work on satisfaction based data scale, highly satisfied, merely satisfied, or not satisfied. If we are taking, we want to take some response corresponding to a particular query, we can use this tool. Okay, in alternate to PowerPoint presentation we can use it. To create presentations, generally we use PowerPoint. So what we can do, we can create our panel on this. Okay, so simply create account with your Google account, micro or Facebook account. You will be able to log into Mentimeter. Okay, and you can see that multiple questions we will be able to create. Different templates are also available. Okay, multiple templates available that we can use. For example, new mentee. Okay, which template we want to use, whether we want to use a template or import from slides. If we are having some particular content in PowerPoint or PDF, we want to import, or we want to use some template, or start from scratch. From scratch we will start. Which question we want to add? Multiple choice question, scaling. So in research generally we use this type of scale. Okay, ranking, ranking of something, or open-ended questions, 2 by 2 grid in this way, guessing of number, or this one. Okay, any of these we can use. So word cloud that we have seen in case of answer garden, whatever response is in larger font, that is in favor of, or that is associated with more number of participants, or this one. So we will take this particular ranking part. Okay, just for demonstration, one slide we are adding. So you can see we are adding one slide on cloud based platform. Which question I want to ask? So we will put some one particular question. So I'm giving one query here. Rank following in terms of clean smart cities. Clean and congestion free smart cities. Okay, it is for just for demonstration. One item, first item is Hyderabad. Second, in terms of cleanliness and congestion free. So just few random options I am giving. There is no specific motive to give these options. It is only just for random, just randomly I am giving here. Okay, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Chandigarh, and Mumbai. By which way I want to share? Participation, copy link. Okay, so one link I am sharing in chat window. Simply click on this link and submit your response. So its code is also generated. For 2 days this code will be available and in presentation mode. And now I want to enable its QR code also, enable QR code, so that if you are in front of single screen, you will be able to submit your response by QR code. Okay, simply scan this particular QR code. I'm enabling it, this one, and enable live chat. If I want to integrate live chat, that is also possible. Okay, and enable question answer and edit, show QR code, and present. As soon as you will submit your response, it will be reflected. So I will not refresh anywhere, anything. I will not refresh this page. As you will, as soon as you will send your response, it will be shuffled automatically. Okay, so simply scan this QR code or join this quiz by menti.com and use this code 13768641. So you can see that it is similar to audience polling. So more number of participants in favor of some specific option, it will be shuffled automatically. And you can see that in a professional way, in a very recorded way, we can work on, we can go for data collection. So this particular question is just very classical question. If we are working on some particular uh, technical part, if we are discussing about some problem, if we are discussing about some particular problem solving strategy or some elective subject, some voting. So in that case, we can see that how many participants in favor of some specific option. Okay, it can be used for voting only. Okay, more number of votes in favor of one answer, it will be on top. Okay, so you can see at bottom right we can see that 15 participants are this one, 15 participants are associated. Okay, this one at bottom right you can see chat is also available. So if you want to chat, if you want to enable live chatting, it can be done. Okay, so you can explore it, easy to use platform. And after collecting this data, we can download it in form of slides, we can download in form of screenshots. Okay, so you can see at on back any other type of question can be added. For example, you want to add multiple choice question, different templates are also given that you can use. Okay, different types of templates you can download and you can reuse. Now, dear participants, we will discuss about some particular tools very quickly which are related to artificial intelligence. You might have seen nowadays we are in the era of artificial intelligence, generative AI. In student evaluation and assessment, one part we have seen that dynamic communication mentimeter, we have tricider. Okay, but if we want to go for some particular content creation, however its separate coverage will be in tomorrow's session. Okay, in tomorrow's session at same time I will cover multiple tools related to artificial intelligence for data collection, for data analytics, for academics research, but few tools related to question bank, few tools related to question paper creation I will cover now, which we can integrate in our academic practices, because that is also part of student evaluation and assessment. Very first tool, cloud based tool we are using today, that is doctrina.ai. In multiple languages, multilingual content, we can integrate it. In tomorrow's session, in details, we will cover so many other tools related to teaching, learning, research, content creation, diagram creation, multimedia creation, PowerPoint, video creation. Okay, why we are covering these tools specifically? Because we have seen that still now most of the content creators, most of the academicians, they are dependent on chat gpt. Beyond chat gpt there are thousands of toolkits available which we can use. So we will see some of these tools today, and after that and details I will cover tomorrow. After creating account on Doctrina, it is completely free. Okay, there is no limited edition, there is no subscription based edition. You can simply create account on Doctrina, and I want to create a question paper very quickly. You might have seen that as a teacher, as an academician, many times we are given the task to create question bank, and generally we are associated with so many other tasks and we get irritated that now I have to create this question paper, I have to create this question bank, we have to submit it tomorrow, we have to submit it after 2 hours. In evening we are getting message that tomorrow morning you have to submit this question paper. So we will see how to create question banks, question papers very quickly. So one or two tools I will cover now and after and tomorrow in details. Different types of question papers, long answer type, multiple choice questions, MCQs, true, false, matching, whatever it is. Whether I want to generate question paper depending upon my file. I want to upload one PDF file, for example, chapter of a book. I want to upload, and from that chapter, I want to generate a complete question paper. It will do. Or general topic. First of all, I will discuss in very simple way. In which language? English, Hindi, or whatever it is. If I want to generate in Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, it is also possible. Because I don't know these languages, so I will not generate. So you can generate in your own language also. In international languages, in local languages. So you can see Marathi, Tamil. So you can see Sindhi, all languages available. Hindi also. Difficulty level of question: easy, medium, or hard? Medium. Which subject? Chemistry. Okay. Or any question we can give. Okay, just we are giving it this one. Chemistry or focus. Periodic table. Okay, just for demonstration. So now you can see that I am not uploading any PDF, I am not giving any particular syllabus. I am giving very pinpoint topic that relate that periodic table in chemistry. I need to generate its question paper, I want to generate its questions. It will scan data from internet and it will shuffle it, and without plagiarism we will get the responses. So you can see that multiple choice questions related to chemistry. This one, this way. Okay. So any particular question, for example, I'm giving here mathematics, matrices, submit. So it will scan data automatically from internet from multiple sources and it will give that particular question. Okay, so in this way. Any other question? Mechanical engineering. On mechanical engineering, which topic we want to take? Machine design, because I have seen that some participants are from machine design. So you will see whether these questions are relevant or not. It is generating. So participants from machine design, they might be knowing better because I am not from this domain. Okay, so very quickly we have generated some questions. If I want to save these questions, so save MCQs. If I want to generate some questions related to machine learning, okay, machine learning and deep learning or AI. In AI, machine learning and deep learning. If I want to upload my own PDF and depending upon that PDF I want to generate, from that PDF itself I want to generate some questions, it can be done. So you can see in machine learning and deep learning. So you can see in deep learnings what CNN stands for: common optimization algorithms, hyperparameter tuning. And now if I will click again, it will give me new questions. Every time it will give me new set of questions. Okay, questions will not be repeated. Doctrina you can use. Okay, doctrina.ai. In multiple languages you will be able to use. For example, I want to generate in Hindi language. Okay, I want to generate related to history. 1857 revolt of India, Hindi medium. Any language, local language, regional language, or international language. So in this way, whether you are from arts, commerce, management, engineering, technology, mathematics, all questions are pre-trained. This particular model is pre-trained, so you can use it. Another tool, very quickly I'm covering here, AI quiz gen for student evaluation, assessment, creating question papers. AI quiz gen. So I'm covering those tools which are moving very effectively beyond chat gpt, rather than getting fully dependent on chat gpt. We can use it. Okay, thousands of other tools available. Some of these tools I will cover tomorrow. Okay, but one or two I'm covering here. AI quiz gen. So, and some other tools, sometimes there are some congestions are linear. Okay, so you can use it. AI quiz gen, you can create account, or R linear login. Login with Google account. Okay, AR linear for creating question banks, question papers, feedbacks. So you can see that this one. New quiz at top right, new quiz. I want to generate new quiz depending upon my own document, or document in my Google Drive, or my own subject. For example, I want to upload one PDF. Okay, I'm taking one paper, one document from Google Scholar just for demonstration. Okay, I'm taking one paper related to machine design, theory of machines. Okay, one paper I'm downloading from internet, and I will generate some questions from that paper. So this paper is from IEEE, so we will see whether it will be downloaded or not. Now this paper getting downloaded, and we will upload this paper here, and then we will see how to generate question paper depending upon this document. So this is the paper download. Okay, so this paper we have downloaded, and I will upload here. Okay, now we have uploaded. Processing, and after processing, so we can link our document from our Google Drive also if we have some chapter in Google Drive. Next, okay, which type of question I want to generate? So first of all, it has identified the topics from that paper, all topics, quiz, single multiple choice question or fill in the blank, multiple choice question and true false. 5 questions. I want to generate 5 questions of type MCQ and true false from that document which we have uploaded. Now it is generating the questions from that document which we have just uploaded. And you will see the results. Now you can see that this one. These are the questions based on that PDF which we have uploaded. Is this visible to all of you? If I want to
Yes,
export,
sir.
if I want to export in PDF format, if I want to print answer sheet, print question paper separately and answer sheet separately. So you can see that this one. So whatever paper, so this is the research paper. If you have a particular book chapter, okay, this one is research paper, this one is paper. Okay, without reading this paper from first page to last page, I want to generate some questions. So simply R linear AI quiz gen is also available. You can upload your PDF, you can upload your topic, you can upload your doc file, and multiple questions we will be able to generate. Okay, instant quiz creation, sharing and embedding. Okay, and after that you will be able to export it. Export, save as PDF. Click on PDF and you will see, now you can see that this PDF is created. Print quiz, if I want to print. Save answer sheets, I want to save answer sheet separately, we can do it. New quiz, rather than giving some question, some document, rather than giving some particular PDF, I want to give only topic. Okay, so we can give a particular topic. So in same way as we have seen in case of doctrina, it will identify questions. Okay, so you can see link a drive and how many questions we want to generate, we will be able to get it. So previously we have generated some questions. Okay, and all of these are in, can be exported in multiple formats. Okay, all of these questions we can upload, we can transform in PDF format, in doc format. Okay, new quiz, multiple quizzes we will be able to create. So as a teacher, as a mentor, many times we have to work on such scenarios. So for that you can use AI based toolkits, AI quiz gen, doctrina, or this one R linear. Remaining tools I will cover tomorrow at same time.